So we're gonna sit here and see what's going on with our little comrade. Hey, hey, hey!
Clive.
Talia,
I'm here.
how's Jill?
Tara.
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her.
Yeah, that music, I just
I'll do
can't
my best. Oh,
pinpoint
Gav
where
was
it's
looking
from.
for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves.
The shelves?
Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
Ooh.
Don't keep Gav waiting. He seemed excited.
Alright, alright, alright.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time and I don't think I can do it.
Oh,
I'm
you can
afraid
do
of what
it.
happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals.
Now cut it off!
But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential,
Well.
and we undergo it willingly.
I know. Still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
Well, hell
I know you
yeah.
will.
Stop freaking complaining.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go.
I got you.
Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblord like Talia, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And
All right.
fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
Nice.
If we could get ammonia to grow here in the hideaway, we wouldn't have to risk our lives to gather it.
Makes sense.
I overheard your little chat with Rodrigue. It's good of you to help.
You're welcome. Oh, it's right here. Right next door to our faithful neighbor.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
Who are these guys?
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one.
Oh yeah.
Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this'll put Rodriguez's mind at ease. Don't get surrounded.
Nope, too late. Haha, losers. Booyah. That's how you sneak in and out.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
That has to be the easiest quest I have ever done.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
No, dude, it's just right around this corner.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient
Good to
won't feel a
have
thing.
plenty. Then not
That
enough.
is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Tyre trusts you, which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly.
Oh yeah.
But
No problem.
sorry. Still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence.
Yep.
Milk of
And
the
you're-
wyvern tail lurking just
You're the
below
one that's
surface of
afraid
the
to
skin.
take it off of people.
One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous
What do
pain.
you mean poison?
Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Curse breakers lead
Well.
hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create
To
a world where
die.
people like us can be
Jeez,
more than mere
so
possessions.
Cold.
I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Tyre. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physiker's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that.
Anytime.
I won't falter.
You know
Not
I got
again.
your back. Sweet.
I'm sorry I let my fear get the better of me.
Don't let it happen
I'm
again.
ready to be stronger. For the hideaway. For all of us.
Good to hear.
Damn the bastard who thought to mix branding ink with the foulest poison known to man.
Holy
Since then,
shit.
bears have only ever had two choices. Court the crystal's curse in service of their masters, or defy the brand and suffer the wyvern's wrath. Either
Okay,
way,
so yeah, that
it's
does
an
make a
agonizing
big
death.
difference. Now I see why you just cut around.
Here, what's everyone whispering about?
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her back.
Alright.
Clive, where
Hey,
have you been?
Torgal?
I've
you're
been
here.
wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
Right? Because you seem special.
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf. An
Oh,
animal
you
native
think?
to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir.
Nice.
People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened.
Nice.
Just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
That's awesome.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
Okay. That was
There you are!
creepy.
I've been looking everywhere for
You
you.
need
You're
not
in
say
here.
that again.
I need you to introduce us.
I don't like Torgo being in some old
I
man's
shall be a
nuts.
moment.
I can't believe he just said that. They're saying all that awesomeness about Torgo. You talking about him being in face deep in your nuts. God. 2 years later. Nice. This is a badass table.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
Let's do it.
Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Cool place. Kalina.
We have everything we need to begin work in earnest.
Oh, look at the
And
dog.
work in earnest we shall.
Thanks for before, son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right I do you one in return. Though I did wonder if I'd bit off more than I could chew when Mid showed me her plans for the place. If she hadn't been there to tell me what to do, I wouldn't have known where to start.
You're supposed to be the man.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive.
Dude, that
I'll pay
table
back,
is
I
sick.
promise.
That's a sick looking table.
I wish Miss Midador would let us help her with her dungeoneering. I wonder what she's going to dungeoneer next.
Let's go and ask her.
Go now.
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour.
Alright, let's see what she's got to say.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Hell yeah. Uh-oh. What happened? Weird silence.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your
I'm gonna
poor
go jump in the
people
restroom.
would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
Little boy.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy!
Uncle.
Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favorite uncle is here!
What the hell is he doing?
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmeks empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmeks will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmeks to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
That's cold. That's so cold.
Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
Sire.
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish,
That's crazy.
Your Radiance, I shall depart at once.
It's all crazy. Goddamn rulers.
May Gregor forgive you.
Cold-blooded, man.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
What? Wow.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
I'm worried about that little kid, man. What's up with him?
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
Speak to ye, Baron. Me unky.
The little ones have been up to their old. It's just one thing after another around here.
Unky Baron, what are you doing here, man? Hey, boy.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
The hell?
2,000? And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports
Thankfully
of
he
the
didn't turn into
Royalists'
Titan.
movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place.
I don't know why he didn't turn into Titan.
Come here and I'll show
Could have just
you.
wiped us out real quick.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's
Black
legendary
Galleon?
cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land
Galleon.
apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter
Oh, I
Rosaria
smell
from the sea.
something weird.
So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts.
Thought I
Or would
smelled
that
gas
not
or
entail an
something.
arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have
Coming
gone
for you,
cold by
Kupka.
now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canverward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
You got anything else to
my
say,
favorite
Vivian?
Pupil. Lord Byron Rosfield.
Of the 7 high houses, protector of Port Isadal. And your uncle, no less.
I heard tell.
He was a adventurous soul, and journeying along to the secret lair of the villainous Cid the Outlaw would certainly seem to give truth to such rumors. He will make a valuable ally, and a generous one, I hope. And his connections among the nobility will surely prove useful. Perhaps we will soon be inviting the heads of the remaining high houses to a grand soir here in the hideaway. I must practice my steps.
We met under curious circumstances.
I think it's fair to say it was during my time at the university. I had returned to my lecture hall to collect some notes and discovered Mid crouched under the lector, sketching some design or other by candlelight. It transpired that she fashioned a key and had been using my classroom as her own secret study, a place of quiet refuge from the overzealous tutors that
Naturally.
I insisted she leave, but mid being mid, she refused to take no for an answer. Before I knew it, I had not only allowed her to continue her late night studies, but had agreed to her as a pupil into the bargain. Though I had soon wished I hadn't, her refusal to defer to authority was no less evident in my lectures. Is this my reward for years of painstaking study, I wondered? To be teased by and tormented by some oil-stained stripling who seemed to delight in my discomfort? Our time together was not entirely disagreeable. Nah, at least because she was unearthed the plot against my life and encouraged you to come and whisk me away to safety. And so I came to take refuge in your base of operations, just as she once did in mine. Nice.
Your nemesis awaits, Clive. You have merely to cross a burning desert,
Cool.
then worm your way into the bowels of an enemy fortress. Best of luck. And how may I assist you today? Allow me to educate you. Study it well, Clive. Once more? Very well.
No.
Very good.
No.
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop, I hear. With a little help from Sid, of course.
But of course.
Our new leader's no better at resisting her wheedling than the old one was.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
Lanza and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way?
Fiefdom?
You ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
The Desert Hare. Wow.
An old associate of Sid's. And only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
I see what my swagger
what
can
about
bring
your
up.
uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us. I heard they called Rosina the Desert Hare on account of how little escapes her ears. That and her habit of bolting at the first sign of danger. But if she knew Sid was looking for her, she might just be tempted back out of her burrow.
Nice.
What's wrong, Gav?
It's this gold your uncle gave us. Are you sure it's all right for us to take it?
My uncle isn't easily refused.
I mean, that's
especially where
his
dispersing
gold.
his wealth is concerned.
But 2,000 talents. I don't even know how much that is in Gil.
It's the price of a quayside mansion in the Crystalline Dominion. He sold one to fund our endeavor. He was hoping to part with it anyway, what with war brewing in the region. And, luckily for him, a Sambraquan noble was willing to pay over the odds for a foothold in the Holy Emperor's neighborhood.
But still, 2,000 talents.
Oh, for the love of God, shut up.
I mean, is it normal for nobles to give away that kind of money?
It's normal for my uncle.
Fuck me. Oh, the other half live, eh?
Well, now that we've got a few gil to rub together, do you think it'd be all right if I splashed out on a few bottles of Lost Wing's finest?
Here, leave some for the rest of us, Otto. If he's filling his cellar, I'm filling our larder.
True alcoholic, I swear. What the hell?
Northern salmon.
I'll leave you to decide how.
Get a little bit of money, and boy, already think about just buying alcohol.
Right.
Jeez.
I've never seen a crate full of gil before, let alone two. Your uncle certainly knows how to make an entrance.
Yeah, he sure does.
May the winds of fortune be forever at your back, Sid.
Don't say that. The last thing you need when you're crossing the desert is for the wind to pick up.
True. Faroon.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Uh-oh. Oh. The Velcroy Desert. Ooh. Holy crap. The Dalmatian Republic. Oh, nice. This is where I bet this is where I get that one item I needed.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Riddle of the Sands. Cool.
Let's go.
Not the kind of whistle you call someone. Call for someone.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark them well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh. So funny. So funny. Oh my god. Dudes. Dudes. The Gilbug.
Have you lost your way already, my boy? The ruins mark the road to the inn.
Yeah. You're coming with me, Uncle. Going for a little adventure. Ooh. Cool. Oh. Want to see what else I can find? No crates. No crates for me. You know I want to make crates.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Oh yes. Let's have the drink. What's in here? Lizard, lizard, lizard. No, 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 no.
Who do you think those soldiers were?
Wager. Not that they look.
Oh, these people just standing around while these wolves are trying to ravage me alive. Good for nothing. Completely on our own. Whoa, look at the water! Whoa! The hell? That looks badass. Uh-oh. That's never good. Who's that?
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Luda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them?
Oh, Uncle, what
Run
can
along
you
and play
do?
now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
What? What? Why? Oh, that's really covering up your identity there. Nice axe, Uncle. That's a badass sword, I tell you what.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Don't you trip. No. Who's that? Is that what's her name's friend? Oh yeah, it is. They're in the same place.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Huh. Interesting. I mean, if you die, then you won't be able to see them at all. Nice.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
The hell? Why'd you have to oh man, why'd he have to say anything?
Uncle?
Sorry.
What an idiot.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
Yeah, uh-oh.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads. But we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
The fuck?
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
That boy got that food out the way real quick. Like, I'm not wasting this for nobody.
Yeah, take it.
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
Go,
So far from home.
Deadly embrace. Bloody hide. Came all this way just to die. Ooh, blood all over the sword.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Wonder if she recognizes her brother. His brother. That water looks amazing.
Now's our chance.
Why ain't she telling him?
Your Grace?
I'm fine.
only take his medicine? I guess not important no more. God, what the?
Clive?
Why didn't he notice that when he first got there?
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Why is it that every time something happens, people don't want to say anything that they know? So weird. I'm jumping in the restroom. Keep the suspense alive, I guess.
Where are you?
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Oh yeah. Let's go. Tell you what, that water though.
Kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
Once you go flat. Ooh.
The most fragrant herbs and spices from the breadths of the Twins and beyond.
Mmm.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
Some out-of-towners picked a fight with the guard, I heard. Got cracked skulls for their trouble.
Yeah, they sure did.
You could melt butter in that furnace. Get it stoked.
Right away.
In exchange for one great sword forged in the specifications or rendered, Red Roster Trading will pay some of 1,000 gil.
Sorry, but the Master's not here at the moment. All orders have to go through him.
Why is the tavern shut?
The inn's a mess of blood-soaked splinters, thanks to you. The least you can do is let us clean up in peace. I told the guard those soldiers started it. Don't need any more trouble.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
Are you now?
You know, push the kids off. Nice. 2 goblin coins. Perfect. Just what I needed.
I need a drink.
Genuine cactus needles. Nice.
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts out of cookers' trough is when they want to lord it over us.
Ooh. Doggy. They said no dogs were allowed.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of Gazal greens.
I named my price. If you can't pay it, that's your problem.
It's all the fault of this blasted war. The moment they find out you're from the Empire, they flat out refuse to do business with you.
Yeah.
Won't you come and play, handsome?
Ooh. Mmm. Yummy.
Your arms are like iron. Are all your muscles so hard?
Well, I'd be happy to show you, provided I can afford it.
Oh my god. That's funny. Ooh. Nice.
How about a hot bath to soothe the aches and pains of the road?
Let's do it.
Look, Father. Hot water. Look, where are the bearers who heated it?
It wasn't heated by magic. It comes out of the ground like this.
Yeah. That's what happens when you live in the middle of a desert.
This town is truly blessed. The bustling markets, the healing waters, and all under the watchful eye of Lord Kupka, who stands ready to crush any threat that might face us.
The hell? I don't like this place anymore. Hey, what are you doing in here? You're not allowed in here, boy.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Won't chip, won't crack, no matter how rocky the road.
If you say so.
Just look at the detail.
Uh-oh. There's some big old...
They've closed the road, and it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would
big old
seem Lord
cleavers.
Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to. Whatever this emergency is, they've shut down the whole mine for it.
Any hidden boxes over here? Yep. Nice. So predictable. Dude, I want to jump in that water.
play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Then she spanks the hell out of him. Now stop asking me.
Good day, my lord.
I don't need that crap.
My thanks. Here you are. Anything else I can take off your hands?
Maybe.
Pleasure trading with you. Anything else I can take off your hands? Thank you kindly.
Ooh.
Pleasure trading with you.
I need to put that on.
Thank you for your custom.
Got a whole bunch of stuff. $1,100. Ooh.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Crystal delivery's over. Get back to your homes.
But I didn't get one.
None of my concern.
For Gilbert's sake, you're a bearer, aren't you? I was a fool to waste good coin on you.
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Dalamil is famous for its spas, its markets, and its smithies. Somebody at one of those might be able to help you.
Sweet.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
Where's that at?
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
This river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barges and sail it to the villages downstream. Before the canyons were lost to beasts and bandits. When I was a girl, I would wave to the boatmen as they set off on their long journey. And they would throw me sweetmeats in return. Such happy times.
Most definitely.
$1,000 gil for a measly bunch of gazelle trees.
Fighting for Gilbert's sake.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
No, no, no. The hell?
Can I help you? Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old
man, I'm so
trading
tired.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
I was just over there.
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Excuse me. Are you Furder?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction. I know who you're looking for. Go to the bordello and wait there.
Do you think we can trust him?
Hell
Only
no.
as far as I think.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
Haha, I knew it.
I beg your pardon.
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
There we go. I laid a smacketh down. Torgal. That's what they get.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
The Lock
To
of
the Lock of Leisure.
You have passed the test, Sid. Off you go now. Rosina Dalimil awaits.
Sucks we can't just go through it.
Plates and pots!
Light meat and dark, fresh from the grill.
It would make us
the finest fabric.
What, you want to fight too?
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalimil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
Yeah.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means.
What?
I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it.
Who are we talking about?
Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity?
God.
Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it,
Why do I
you
gotta
have
use restroom
nothing.
again? Son of a.
And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I too have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're gonna listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals.
Stepped on something
but
wet.
That was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
Alrighty.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
He's not Sid. He can't be. What? Are you calling Master Lubor a liar?
The misfortune Dalamil finds herself in is of a crystalline nature. So do be discreet in your inquiries,
Master Lubor has high expectations of you. Don't disappoint him.
Most surely you don't imply that I would disappoint him.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thief, pilfering the crystals that were meant us common folk have hardly had a shot, and it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. There's cartloads of crystal coming out of Drake's Fang every day. Meanwhile, we're all having to get by with half-spent shards. Someone's siphoning it off.
We just got to figure out who that is.
Do you have a...
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil's.
Well, we're a stone's throw from the soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal, and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
The men of the Rock are Lord Kupka's private guard. He must be a generous man. The amount they spend when they come calling.
A word of advice, traveller. You see pots like this around town, you leave them alone. Unlike where you come from, fresh water's in short supply around these parts.
Yeah.
We store what little rainwater we get in these pots for, well, not a rainy day, but you know what I mean.
Shall break them.
Clumsy lout. If anything's damaged, it's the lash for you.
I don't like you.
The juiciest meat
warm
from
from the
greens
oven.
fed birds.
Have a
One bite
taste.
and you'll be...
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
Her
What can I
boobs
do
just
for you,
shifted.
soldier?
What the
Need that
hell?
sword polishing.
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and...
You have...
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Take a sniff, good sir.
The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
It's you.
Jeez.
The one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
I mean, we did just give you a bag full of money.
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
The inn's a mess of blood-soaked splinters, thanks to you. The least you can do is let us clean up in peace. I told the guard those soldiers...
Huh?
Who is this?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
Uh-oh.
What are you doing, Uncle?
He's gonna try to rob us later.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
But then, of course. Oh, what the hell? We will most definitely have to come back to that. Let's see, oops, excuse me, Baron.
Let me treat you.
I need a drink.
Fucking men of the wrong.
Wrong way.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of...
Wrong way again.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Do you think they'll be back soon?
Needed to a silken softness.
Yes, they're quite sought after.
Onward march we go.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Out of my way. Any hidden little treasures for me? That water looks so freaking good. Look at the little kitty cats. Uh-oh. In a majorly discreet area. This ain't gonna be good.
I'll take it from here.
Oh, I bet.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Ho ho!
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord.
Uh-oh.
But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And, being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion, and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that?
Interesting.
They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
Let's go.
This
Oh yeah.
It's not over yet, Uncle. I'm just getting warmed up.
Hey, close that door. Whoops. Wondering why my dogs are barking. My brother had came home. Oh yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Smack it, thy ass. Where are you going? Yeah, take that.
Get him.
Uh-oh. Oh, Chocobo, I'm sorry, but give me no choice. I lay it to smack it down. Oh.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is.
Nice.
The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is.
You're welcome.
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
I was about to say, I'm not gonna do anything. I had blood on my hands. Because of you.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well,
yes.
Clive.
Thanks for...
You held up your end of the bargain,
Hey,
so
not my name.
I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the...
I like him.
Here, wear this.
Desert Rose.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Sweet. Aw. Whoa! Bro, that's pretty cool.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Nice.
What is it now? How very fitting.
That the noble soldiers of Dalmikia and Waylude, partners in arms or in so many battlefields, should also become partners in crime. Still, the merchants of Dalamil will be relieved to see them brought to justice. Many have been driven almost to ruin from what once of crystal. I'm sure what they would be rushing to thank you for the service you have done them. If, of course, they had any idea what you had done.
Of course.
As long as we remain reliant on the power of the crystals, we leave ourselves open to exploitation. But people are such greedy, needy
There's simply
creatures.
no other way.
Clive, but you must bring down each and every mother crystal and the twins. Put an end to the people's thoughtlessness, dependence on them. Do try not to disappoint me.
Ours is a blessed corner of the Velcroy.
A veritable oasis with clear running water and natural hot springs. I don't doubt that people have been gathering here since long before the founding of the Republic. Since it was founded, they have been gathering in here greater numbers to serve the needs of the miners who work Drake's Fang and the soldiers who guard it. And serve them they did, lining their coffers far from the prying eyes and grasping fingers of the Republican excisemen. Not that the edits from Ron de Law carry much weight in these parts. Dalamil has long been something of a law unto itself. Here, those with the most money or the most friends make the rules.
At least they did.
They did until Kupka built the castle at the heart of the Mother Crystal. Dalamil has been Titan's fiefdom since then. And while his men will be liberal with their coin, they are anything but in the exercising of their authority, which, as I'm sure I don't need to tell you, is absolute. So see why those with the people's interests at heart took it upon themselves to organize their own protection. My predecessor, chief among them.
You and I
have more in common than you might think. Not only are we both masters of the blade and the devices devilishly handsome to boot, but we are both the second people to bear our respective names.
What?
You did think Rosalind Dalamil was my own invention, did you? It was the name of my master. I inherited it from her, along with her title and her smithy. Ensuring her that her name lived on was the least I could do after all she did for me. She plucked me from the streets, put my less than nimble fingers to work making blades instead of trouble.
Alas.
She was to leave my life as suddenly and unexpectedly as she had entered it. swore to follow her in her footsteps, that I might change others' lives as she had mine. That is why I keep her forge alive, why I play the desert hare, why I care for the orphans of Dalamil. Indeed, I had thought my obligations to Wrens and Drekas to be my most pressing concern. That is until the infamous Cid made a surprise reappearance, rather muddied the waters.
Still?
I suppose there's enough of me to go around, but do forgive me if the desert's hare isn't always at your beck and call. At your beck and call, won't you?
Best of luck. You wish to talk? I'm honored. Farewell now.
No, I'm ready to get the hell out of here.
I hear you and the Master are working together now. Glad to have you on board.
Sweet. Okay, well, this would be a good spot to stop it here, and I'll be back with more.